Thank you for tapping in and tuning in to this channel. Don't forget to tell your friend to tell them, tell their friend to tap into this channel. Miss Victoria is on the read. In the meantime, we go do it like we usually do and get right to it, y'all. Let it go.
Video and today's message, I want to give you a little bit of inspiration, motivation in your situation right now. I want to let you know that the same grave that they dug for you is going to be the same one that they fall into. They weren't able to manipulate everyone against you. They weren't able to get everyone to turn their backs against you. They weren't able to successfully carry out these evil plots against your life. There were a lot of groups of people that they were able to manipulate and cause illusions to get to go against you. You have to understand something. You didn't do anything to these people for them to want the absolute worst for you. There are some people who get up on the wrong side of the bed. There's some people who are going to see your progression, see you succeeding, and they take it as a personal slight. And then that turns into a personal vendetta that they have against you and everything that you believe in and who you are as a person. If there's someone who's connected to them that may be looking back on you, there still may be connections that people want to have with you. There may be certain things that people wanted to happen to you, right? And not just to you, but to your family as well. And see, these people were so evil and diabolical to want the worst for you, but to want the worst for your family, those of whom was connected to you. They wanted everything up in your life to blow up in smoke. And you have to understand something. When people put their mouth on you so bad, they don't think that you're going to be anything in your life. They get ahead of you, of your journey and what God sets out for you. And so you got to understand something. I don't care how these people try to dress it up and what they told you and what they tried to spin off to make it look like. A lot of people don't want their reputation and their image to be tainted, but they had no problem sitting up here and trying to taint and ruin yours. And they did it at the cost of everything that they believed in, everything that they had built. It was almost like there was a writing on the wall. And see, the reason why God has to end this is because the first 2-3 times that he told them to stop and to leave you alone, they didn't want to heed to the warning. They thought that you was a joke. They thought that you was somebody that they can continue to play with. They thought that...
And like she was saying, like Miss Victoria was saying, they didn't heed to the warning. And Leonardo Simpkins kept giving the warning for at least 5 years. He told me he did a campaign and he was instructed to warn them 5 years. Understand that now? He was told by his spiritual team, which was told by God, to tell him, that told him to heed the warning of the thing that they was go do, that not to do. And they did it, and they did them, and they proceeded anyway with no caution, with no remorse. And as they did these things, especially these attacks against Leonardo Simpkins in Ocala, Florida, this is the outcome on what she's speaking about to come, which they don't see it now, because they didn't even see nothing wrong with them not heeding to the warning. But like Leonardo Simpkins said, because you didn't get caught doing the crime, that don't mean you got away, you know? Because, see, they didn't heed to the warning. They just kept doing these things. And the reason they kept doing these things, because they did them so long to other people, and they never got caught. And for a while, for like over 10 years and stuff like that, right? So they just kept on. Then when Leonardo Simpkins came and gave them heed to the warning, they, like, who he think he is and all this, and then they targeted him and then went going after him to I don't know and don't understand it, but they shouldn't have done it, I can tell you that. But when they didn't heed to the warning, they thought it was just something just for being said. You know what I mean? So then they was like, man, fuck that. You know what I mean? You already know we done talked about this, we done plotted this, talked about this, let's do this. And then let's do it again. And then let's do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And then it all just kept failing. Now they about to fall to their death and die. In the meantime, we're going to keep it moving though. Let's go.
Spiritually, they can continue to bully you, block things off for you for reasons that were not valid. You understand what I'm saying? This could be something where this is a love triangle. Somebody who was connected to them wanted to come back to you. So you had people attacking you for a man. You had people attacking you for a woman. You had people attacking you because they wanted you to lose your stability because they was never able to build a cushion or obtain that level of stability that you was able to obtain. And see, you built it because you focused on yourself. You move forward in life because you focused on yourself. You receive blessings because when you help yourself out and you get yourself to a certain level and point in your life, you go back and you bless other people, you help other people. And so these people were the type of people who sat back and again wanted to attack your life for reasons that were not valid.
Miss Victoria TV on the read, y'all. In the meantime, let's keep moving.
They had to sit up here and manipulate, pay people, but like I say, everybody can't be manipulated. Everybody's ear can be pulled.
Is your boyfriend struggling with ED?
You understand what I'm saying? And everybody's pockets, can't be dug into or bought. So there were some people who knew who you were. They were not down for the cause at the hands of these evil people because these people couldn't even explain why they wanted the things to happen to you. They couldn't even sit back and ask. They could not explain to these people the inexplicable, unimaginable, right, things that they wanted to happen to you. And the reason is, I'm going to tell you right now, because they would never tell you. Homegirl is never going to tell you. Homeboy is never going to tell you. Your baby daddy, baby mama, your daddy, your aunt, your cousins, they're never going to tell you why they wanted this shit to happen to you. But I'm telling you, the same grave that they dug for you will be the same one that they fall into. And one dream that I had the other day, it was so crazy. I dreamt that I was at a table with certain people's faces was covered up. There were certain people's faces that I could see.
And like you were saying, ain't none of them go tell you. None of them told Leonardo Simpkins because they made this sworn oath that whatever it is, take it to your grave. So guess what? God gonna make sure they take it with them to their grave sooner than later. But we gonna keep moving though. Let's go.
At this table, we were all eating a feast. And I was standing up giving a toast. And as I was standing up giving a toast, there was like some insides with a couple of women. It was 4 women and 2 men at the end of that table that were snickering. When I looked over to them, I continued to finish my toast. But the snickering got louder. It's almost if they wanted me to know that they had insides and they wanted to try to take the attention off my toast to them. And so when I couldn't even get it out my mouth to try to check these people and ask them, oh, what's so funny? Explain, why you don't, voice it to the rest of the people at the table. Because by the time I finished my toast, those 2 women started throwing up. And we ended up having to leave the table to go take them to the hospital. And what I took from that when I asked God about it, right, there were certain things that he showed me, certain people faces that he showed me. There were some familiars and then there were some unknowns. But one of the things that I did take from that is whatever people thought was funny, I just feel like God is going to save these people a seat at your table. The table that he's setting out and building for you in front of their face. And when he saves these seats for them, whatever little mess that they try to do and drum up this time, it's going to be an immediate backfire to these people. And also what I get from that is everybody was asking why they only threw up. We all ate the food from the table. Why was only them that threw up? I feel like something's going to happen that's going to be a clear indicator as to people in your family, people from your past. Everybody's not bad. Everybody wasn't a hater. But I just feel like whatever is about to happen is going to be a clear indicator as to who were the witches, who were the warlocks, who were the evil, jealous folk that wanted the worst for you, wanted to just bully you, and had no chill. Because something's going to happen that's going to be like a clear indicator that these people didn't like you. to what these people been doing behind your back. There are no more illusions. There are no more masks that can be worn. There are no more secrets that can be held. Everything is being exposed in this season because you held on to God. You held on to God, you prayed, and you asked him not only for favor and deliverance, but you asked him to expose those of your enemies, to not let the enemies of yours be the enemies of your family and your loved ones and your children, because they don't deserve that. These are the type of enemies who are relentless, and they will not stop until you have nothing and nobody around you. Do you understand what I'm saying? They cannot play God in your life anymore. They cannot cause destruction and upheavals in your life anymore.
At all.
They cannot continue to go off on a rage, running rampant in your life and causing things to go up in smoke for you in your life and what God is setting out and building for you. What's for you will be for you. This message is approved and was made by a real person for real people. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Now, y'all hear that confirmation? Now, like Leonardo Simpkins had me to, I know y'all done heard me say this over 2 or 3 times in some reads. What God got for you is for you. What God got for me is for me. I'm not going to try to take what you got, because guess what? This is what Leonardo Simpkins told me now. He told me to tell y'all, this is what he said. He said, I'm not going to try to get what you got and miss what God got for me. Understand that now. You got to hear that. This is very serious. Y'all hear me very carefully. I'm not going to go and try to take what God got for you, what God done gave you. You see what I mean? And that's where a lot of people miss it. I see what Leonardo Simpkins was saying now. Well, I've been understood it, but to tell y'all about this here, I see what he's saying now. I hope y'all see what I'm about to tell y'all, that y'all see what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go, I ain't gonna go and try to get what God done got for you, what he done gave you, what ability he done gave you to get what you need to get that he got for you. Because if I go and try to get what you got, what God got for you, I'm gonna miss what God got for me. You ain't gonna have both of them, because you're gonna waste too much of your time trying to get mine. Then you're gonna run out of time. Like a lot of people ran out of time going after Leonardo's gift that God got for him. Now they done ran out of time. They ain't got no more time left. Now they die. And guess what? Now what God had for them, that go to Leonardo Simpkins. That's how this work. This how this game go. Because they came and attacked Leonardo Simpkins for many years. Like I say, this ain't just started. This been going on for many years. You know what I mean? And for some people, like the ones around in the community of 1328 Southwest 5th Street in Ocala, Florida, they kind of just got in the scene 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean? But they didn't understand it until they got into it. Then they went to a deeper level and trying to unalive Nardo and just start getting other people involved. And they just went to the extreme. Then they just started going to the extreme of the extreme, getting 3 covenants to join in. Now, don't you know that's why the abundance for Leonardo Simpkins go and what got the abundance for Leonardo Simpkins is so great. That's what people are talking about now. The abundance in the billions. You know why? Because all these covenants came together with all these cult groups. Understand that. And all those people up under that umbrella came after Leonardo Simpkins. They lost all of their gifts. All of their whatever they supposed to have got from God goes to Leonardo Simpkins. Good gracious in the morning. Ain't it something now? Let's keep it moving though.
You are the people's champ. You are the undisputed champion. There is nothing that anyone can take from you or say about you, because at the end of the day, you survived the worst and not prepared for the best to be laid out for your life. That is what you're deserving of. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I don't care where on the spectrum, age, time, situation you're at. You're on God's timing. So when he deems it start elevating, these people are going to start decreasing, and slowly deteriorating down to nothing. You understand what I'm saying? To smoke,
Fact.
to dust.
Fact.
Because this is what they wanted for you. You understand what I'm saying? And so sometimes, in order for God to show people a lesson, because he had already told these people, touch not my anointing and bring no harm to my prophets. Told them the first time, the second time, 3 times. They had like they didn't comprehend or they didn't want to listen. They wanted to deliberately be disobedient towards his wishes. You should have never went through these struggles. You should have never went through these upheavals up in your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? But it made you stronger. It made you wiser.
Fact.
You understand what I'm saying? And it brought you closer to him. You'll never understand why God allows certain things to happen, but it's not for you to understand what did you take and what did you learn from it. And now in this season, as you've survived the worst, prepare for the best.
Yeah. Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
This is a season where I'm telling you, divine retribution is at hand, it's at place right now. And there is no escaping what's about to come to these people. They already did it. They already sent that energy out. They already paid people, got in bed with people, told people if you work with me to destroy them, they don't deserve that. They forgot about where they came from. Whatever the hell lies they told people to get at these people, on a rampage against you, it's being exposed. And it's also being exposed how far these people will be willing to go because they don't want it to be you. They don't want you to have a speck, a penny to scrub together to make ends meet. And that is diabolical. It's weird. And above anything else, it's evil to want that for anyone. It's not that much hate in the world that you can't go and sit your ass down and heal from.
Did you hear what she said? Ain't that much hate in the world. But these here groups and covenants, and this one person got that much hate for Leonardo Simpkins to eliminate that kind of energy, hate energy, to draw so many people towards him to hate on Leonardo Simpkins in Ocala, Florida. Answer this question. What do you think should happen to this person? You know what I mean? Now, cause it's towards Leonardo Simpkins in Ocala, Florida, and ain't towards you. And some of you that hated him might be on his side. But what do you think should happen to this person? Well, it don't make no difference what you think. We're gonna tell you what's gonna happen. He gonna die before his time. Sooner than later. Might be tomorrow. Might be, but whenever it be to be, when God have it to be, for him to be an example for all of y'all that's with him. All of y'all that's on his side. All of y'all that's cheering for him. All of y'all that believe what he done told y'all about Leonardo Simpkins. And y'all know it's a lie. In the meantime, we're going to keep it moving, though. Let's go.
And that's why I'm telling you, at the end of the day, there will be no more rebuilding, restoring, turning the left cheek, being a bigger person, walking away from these people, rebuilding, restoring, turning the left cheek, being a bigger person, walking away while these people keep sitting back in certain cycles and times of your life. And they keep want to resurrect from the dead and do whatever the hell it means. And, let's block this off from them. Let's take this from them. Let's cause them to lose this. It's no more. It's ending. This time, the table that God sets out for you, this time, the table that God is building for you, wherever they at, they will have a seat and they will understand at the end of the day, they're sitting at your table. They cannot destroy it. They cannot taint it. And there's nothing that they can say to make you look bad in front of the hands of people, groups and masses of people that you've already proven yourself to.
But it doesn't matter.
Unintentionally and unbeknownst to you, because you didn't know these plans that was being carried out in the plans that people had against your life, your livelihood, your family, your kids. These are evil, diabolical people, and enough of the projection, enough of the bullshit, enough of the fucking lies. Everybody is getting exposed. And the same grave that they dug for you so diligently, so consistently, doing things behind the scenes, throwing stones and hiding their hand, there's no more lies, there's no more illusions. You understand what I'm saying? Because the way that you move is proving to people that at the end of the day, that proves your character on who you are and who you've always been. Ain't no changing these people people, so wash your hands clean of it. And just know at the end of the day, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it louder for the people in the back, for the haters in the valley, straight to that 305 Kingsway Projects. You already know how I'm coming. If any of these messages resonate with you, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, okay? What's meant for you will be for you. And not only are these people going to fall in the same graves that they dug for you, you need to start telling these people when they think that they finna circle the block and beeline back to you, go to them people who you sat up here and congregated with to create these plans to go up against me with. Don't come to the person who you executed the plans on, and now you think that, oh, since I overcame it, you finna beeline and circle back to me. No, start telling these people and shooting their ass back to these people who they congregated with to destroy you, to destroy your life, to steal and thieve from you and fraud you out of something. Start sending these people back. Start sending them back. Hey, go call your friend over here. Go call your partner in crime over here. Don't call me. Don't think you finna come back to me. The same grave that they dug for you, they're all finna fall up in it. And they're all gonna be dependent upon each other to get up out of that grave and to get up out of that hole. Because they wouldn't stop. And they had no reason to do this. There was no benefit that they got out of it. And whatever benefit, even if it's monetary or financial, it was obtained fraudulently, illegally.
And like she's saying, and then the money that they did got, they balled it all up. They had fun. They bought cars. They bought trucks. They bought jet skis. They bought unnecessary stuff. And then turned around and spent a whole bunch of money trying to unalive Nardo, doing spell work, getting spells, going and spending money on petitioners, doing black magic, doing voodoo, getting voodoo dolls, spending money on hexes, spending money on bad juju, spending money on graveyard magic, spending money on kitchen magic, spending money on warlocks, spending money on witches in the church, spending money on church people to come with them to help them do things against Leonardo Simpkins, spending money and getting other covenants in to join in with them to help them attack Leonardo Simpkins. They done spent all the money they had and some they owe out. All because of what they were trying to do to Leonardo Simpkins for no reason at all. They deserve to die. A graveyard dead die. Death. Because that's what they wanted. So that's what they get. And ain't no remorse. Leonardo Simpkins say they did all that there towards him, and he tried for the longest. I'm talking about he did everything in his knowledge of power to try to get the whole community. I'm talking as he going about to do these things and putting things together to be multi-millionaires and go have them with jobs, paying them money to help him do what it is he was doing, go do, and what God had him to do, which, you know, these people, this one person and joined up with other people, came together and broke up the union with what he had in store with them. They broke that off. So guess what? And then they try to unalive Leonardo Simpkins, he say, and I know that they did try to unalive him and did all that stuff to him. Leonardo Simpkins in Ocala, Florida. They did all that stuff to him. He said he don't wish no death on them. But since they did all that stuff towards him, they are dead to him. I was like, I can understand that. In the meantime, let's keep it moving though.
Criminally, okay? So at the end of the day, because people couldn't sit back and God knew this, he gave them enough rope to hang themselves.
Yeah.
There's no getting out of it. There's no coming back, beeline, and trying to explain and state your case, because it's not going to be genuine. If a person could carry out all this shit, to have you in dire straits, to leave you destitute, to rob you of everything and leave you with nothing, there's no coming back and trying to apologize after that when you didn't want to serve a person apology, or at least be genuine enough to say, you know what, you don't deserve this. Let me turn from being your foe to being your friend. But because people didn't want to do that, you do have some people who folded, you do have some people who was manipulated, you do have some people who was bought, but it was not everybody. And that's what I got from that vision of those two women throwing up, but everybody was like questioning, well, why it was only those two and not the rest of us? I keep telling you, the witches is going to be exposed, the world is going to be exposed, the hateful, envious, jealous people is going to be exposed right at your table that God is building and setting out for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's the end of this message. I pray that whatever it is that you're going through, I pray for immediate blessings to flow into your life. I pray that God protects you and surround you with a heavy shield and armor around you, and protection around you, around your kids, around your livelihood, your blessings, and your mind and your heart. I pray that you are in a position right now, in a season right now, in a situation, in an environment right now where you can go and heal and pray to God to ask him for complete, utter deliverance and salvation from the hands of every single last one of your enemies, known and unknown, seen and unseen. Because I keep telling you, we are not battling against what you can see. We're battling against spirits and principalities that can jump in and out of people and use people. And I keep telling you, like, people, you've heard that saying, the devil was riding their back, the devil was on their head. I keep telling you, this is not something that the normal person would do. This is not something that the normal person would want. This was evil and it was diabolical, and you didn't deserve it, and you was targeted. This was a plan that was carefully put together and sought out. If a person can sit there and carefully put this kind of plan together, you can never ever trust these people again.
At all.
So at the end of the day, like I say, I pray for you, I pray for your family. Keep your head up, keep your chest out, never let nobody see you sweat. And you already know how I'm coming. If you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, inspiration, motivation, you got it in me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm your friend, I'm your sister. I come with that real, never that fake. I keep it 100, I keep it a buck with you. Okay, continue to reach one, teach one, bring others to the JC gang. And until next time, stay prayed up and be blessed.
Hope that resonated with y'all. Hope you got a message out of that and understand this. This is true facts. We came in agreement, and I agree with her and the things she talking about, and Leonardo Simpkins agree with the things she talking about and what I was saying. So that's three in agreement. So it's facts, and just like it is what it is. Love yourself. For talk with y'all later.